see.
Hopefully, it should be going to your YouTube. Whoever
Looks like it
knows.
maybe is. It's yeah, I clicked on the and then your studio too. I don't know.
Who knows? I've never felt older than when we tried to do something technical.
All right. Well, first of all, welcome everybody to Mo and Katy Hit Record and See What
Oh
Happens.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
That.
is Sunday night, and this is where we find ourselves on Sunday night. Um, and we we indeed had to navigate around hitting record and seeing what happens, mainly because Mo is without her laptop, and Mo has learned how badly she needs her laptop.
I, I tell you what, man. Like there have been times in the past where I thought, I could just go to the iPad and just do everything. But I have been quickly reminded and frequently reminded and re-reminded that the iPad is a tablet and it's not a computer. Like
Yeah,
there is there has been so much that I cannot do on my
yeah,
iPad. So
yeah,
anyway, so thank you for logging in as me.
yeah. There was a
I'll
whole
have to
thing.
change all my passwords now. So happy November, everybody.
Happy November. I can't believe what really hit me, and I think I told you this when the pastor Stacy, who's the pastor at the Methodist church where I work on Sundays, she got up last Sunday and she goes, "Well, everybody, it's about time for your poinsettia orders for Christmas." It was like this collective groan, like, "Oh, not
Ah,
yet.
well, and
It
then of
was
course,
just
yeah,
summer."
yeah, and then of course today with the whole time change, I'm like, it's 4:30, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. It's
I had to inform Nala that 5:30 a.m. was not time to go potty, but she had to go. So,
yeah,
but the nice thing is, I was like, I can go back to bed for an hour. It was very
yeah.
very nice. So I went back to sleep, and I had a dream about you. I didn't get a chance to tell you this.
Thank you. Is it like G-rated, or can we talk about it, or no? I don't know.
Of course it is. I don't like you like that.
Oh.
I like you, but
Was it animated like
well,
Pixar?
first of all, this will crack you up. So I was visiting you and your husband.
Okay. Sounds like a nightmare, but
And
whatever.
you guys had like literally like 25 dogs.
That
They
checks.
were all of these like bigger husky dogs, but you had like literally 25 dogs. And I remember asking
Are
you in
you
the dream,
fat shaming my dogs?
they're husky. I
Yeah,
remember asking you in the
they're
dream,
just big boned.
I said, do you know all their names? And you referred to your husband. You were like, well, he has them written down somewhere.
So don't you ever wonder, like,
Weirdest dreams.
yeah, yeah, you do. You have very vivid dreams,
I
but
do. They're very
but
detailed.
but typically, like, I know when I dream something and I remember, which those two things rarely happen.
True.
But I can usually explain why I'm thinking of something. Like the dog thing does not alarm me. The husband thing is bothers me a bit, but yeah.
There's one of the things in the dream that you that you have had and currently have, and that's dogs,
Yeah.
not
I'm
husband.
25, but no. So we've had a lot of life in the past. So I
We
know you
have.
you lost Miss Raven, but that was what, on the
Yes.
26th?
That
25th?
was it was the 24th actually. It was Friday the 24th. Um, our dog Raven, who was 11 years old, we've had her for 10 years. She had been slowing down, and all things considered, I mean, it's always hard to lose a pet, really
Yeah.
hard to lose a pet. But all things considered, everything went really like as well as it could have gone.
Yeah.
She passed away at home on her own. She just went
Yeah.
peacefully. And I was telling one of my students that because she had asked, and the girl that I was telling, she said, "I've never heard of anybody's pet just passing away at home, like by itself."
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, so it's hard. Of course, you have a dog we've had her for 10 years,
Yeah.
and so you were wonderfully supportive. You had a lot of tear filled phone calls from me and um, cried
Man,
along cry right along with me, which I
yeah.
appreciate.
Well, it's so funny. I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was like, he goes, yeah, someone's grandma dies. You're like, yeah, I'm so sorry. That sucks. but someone's pet dies, you're like, oh my God, you're like, and you just, I don't know what it is. I don't know if like,
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but anyway, so.
But the funny thing is that Nala, who's our 6-year-old German doodle, who's a hot and holy mess, she and Raven were not always the best of friends because they both wanted to be in charge. They were two girl dogs; they wanted to be in charge. So the other night, a few days after Raven passed, Nala was laying over in the bed, and I was being all sentimental, and I said, "Oh, Nala, do you miss your sister? Nala, do you miss Raven?" And she goes, "Rrr." I was like, too
Yep.
soon. So I'll take that as a no.
Yeah.
But Bo does miss her. Bo is our 10-year-old, and they've been together their whole lives. So
Well, it's just weird. I mean, it's in like, and I think you and I were talking about it too. It's like all the new normals, I always call them, right? You know, like the, grabbing 2 pork chomps instead of 3, or
exactly.
just like, going to call out somebody. Like I still do. I miss Boomer. Boomer's been gone for what, 2.5 years
Yeah,
now.
he has. Boomer's a good boy.
But yeah.
He's
So like
a
last,
little old man.
yeah, I know. But yeah. So last week I was like, didn't we meet last week? But yeah, we did. But we were talking to Shrey last week. So
Yeah, we had Shreya on, which was great because all of the TEDx talks dropped from
yep,
TEDx Columbiana, which we did in September.
yep,
So it was an exciting week watching all of our TEDx speaker friends promote their videos,
yeah,
and we had we were able to send them. So we had a videographer from Hudson, Ohio, that was with us, and we were able to send each speaker the highlight reel of them that he made too. So just a
yeah,
lot of good stuff. A lot of good
yeah.
stuff.
Well, and it just reminds me that like how much behind the scenes stuff there is, like with anything, But the TEDx process, because we were involved, we got hired a year and a half out,
Yep.
and all the stuff and all the time that we put into it. Plus, we knew from when we did ours, like just all the it. I always call this. I don't have my graphic with me somewhere, which is shocking because it's on a note card, but I always say it's like the stages of anything, and it's like you have these complete highs. It's a little bit manic, but you have these complete highs
Sure.
and these complete lows where you're just like, I'm never gonna get this done. And these complete highs, you're like, I'm invincible. I could probably fly if I jumped off
I,
this
I
roof.
am basically a superhero.
Yeah. So don't step on my cape. But but it's just amazing. Like, and I think about the parallels. I mean, I think TED and the TEDx talks they're a little bit amplified because it's such
Yeah.
a very, very specific 9 to 12 minute period, But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know where to look. I think my camera's here.
Yeah. Where you just pointed.
Well, I know, but okay.
You
So
should do the entire thing like this.
listen, I've seen worse. So am I
Your
looking at you right
face,
now?
yeah, but no, you're not.
How about now?
That was kind of freaky. Yeah, but you're over kind of in the corner of the screen. I don't know if that's
Well, it's weird. Listen,
it's
okay.
weird.
So let me tell you about my. So on Monday, I took my computer in because it's got the 2 USB-C, whatever. It's got 2. Anyway, 2 of the holes, one wasn't working. Take that as you will. That's what she said. Um, So only one hole was working. It was the back hole. The front hole was not working. So, but it depends on which way you're holding the computer. So if you don't hold the computer, then the front hole was working and the back hole wasn't. However, all I'm going to say is one hole was working, the other one's not. There's a lot of eye rolls with this thing. Anyway, so I take it in and they're like, yeah, because the guy, I took it in twice. The first time he's like, yeah, it's going to be like a 5-day fix. I'm like, okay, I'm going camping. This is in the past. I told you there's been a lot
I
going
was
on.
gonna ask about that next.
Yeah. So anyway, I was like, I'm like, I don't know if I can be without my computer for 5 days. Okay. But I have to because I get, because when you have 2 holes, you want both of them to work. So I have to.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because you blink doesn't mean I can't see your eye roll underneath, just so you know. So yeah, so I finally like made sure everything was on the cloud. I wasn't worried about losing stuff. It was just being without it. So like I tried to get all this stuff done, all the edits. So I finally took my computer in when I was going to be camping. And then I was like, I was just telling Jen, I said, it's been 5 days and I haven't even heard anything. Because my viewers are going to call me and they're like, we opened it up and it appears that you spilled coffee all over it. It's not covered by Apple Care, whatever. So, but anyway, so I literally said that to Jen. I go, it's kind of weird. I haven't even heard about my computer yet. Like 20 minutes later, I got a phone call from Apple.
That's crazy.
And they said, hey, we replaced the board so both of your holes work. We've tested both your holes, and the Apple Store can confirm that both holes are operating correctly. She goes, but there was something wrong with your trackpad. And so it was also covered under Apple Care. And
Nice.
it wasn't like they were calling to say, would you like us to? This is how the call went, the voicemail. I had to take apart your trackpad. And so we're going to have your computer for another 3 to 4 days. So I won't get my computer back till the 5th of November.
Oh, no.
But so all the things that I was kind of putting off, that I was like, oh, I won't do it on my iPad, like my edits and all my logins. I'm like, okay. So today I about threw the iPad. If I didn't have a computer, if like I had a computer with me, I would have thrown my iPad out because I was just going insane because nothing, it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. There are certain things, and when I go places, there are certain things that I will, if I'm going to be working on certain like admin stuff for my business or documents and things like that, there are certain things I just bring my computer, and then other times I'm like, okay, I don't think, but yeah, there are just certain things I don't even want to try to do on my.
Hey, did you find your computer charger?
No, I still don't know where it is, but I did order another one because I don't mind having two, because then I can have one.
Don't rationalize it.
I can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. It's somewhere weird in my house, and when I'm not looking for it, I'm going to find it, and I was getting frustrated, so I just ordered a new one. And it came it's a delivery between 4 and 8 a.m. So when I went to leave for church this morning at 7:30, it had already been delivered. So
nice.
Hey, before I forget, I promised a shout out this week.
Okay.
I would like to shout out, and this may seem like a broad net because I have a lot of these. I have a lot of students named Olivia.
Okay.
But one specific Olivia C, asked if I would shout out to her on the podcast. So, Olivia, this is for you. This is Olivia that hung my Labubu up on my lamp.
Oh.
And she is quite an awesome kid, and she's got a heck of a voice. Nice. And she's just a wonderful person. So shout out to Olivia.
Hi, Olivia C.
So
I have a Labubu too.
I know you do.
I know.
Mine gets a lot of attention. Like my students are into it. They are excited.
You guys, listen.
Yours is still in the box?
No.
Mine is hanging on the lamp, and
but mine came with a sleeping bag.
Mine did too.
Okay, well, listen, you guys. I don't know.
Look, you opened it. Oh, he's so cute.
He is cute. Here's what I don't understand. So listen, I've been watching like all these commercials and all this. I like all the behind the scenes stuff, but what I don't understand is how certain things catch on. Like Smurfs. Smurfs were cute, and I had a ton of them. I think I had all of them. And then what else? Like I didn't have a Cabbage Patch.
Did you have a Cabbage Patch Kid?
I did not.
You're probably too old for it. No, I mean, no, you were too mature.
No, I was 12 when I got my Cabbage
Patch Kid. So if I was 12, you were in high school, so you wouldn't have wanted a Cabbage Patch Kid if you were in high school.
No, I didn't want a Cabbage Patch Kid because I was gay and I didn't play with dolls. Unlike your dream, I don't have a husband. Anyway,
my Cabbage Patch Kid's name was Claude. He was so cute. And I had a preemie and I had a Kusa.
What's a Kusa?
A Kusa was a very less popular Cabbage Patch. They were like these little animal things. They were like, Google it. They were like a pet, but they looked like Cabbage Patch Kids. I had a Kusa. I named him Sasuk, which is Kusa spelled backwards.
You named him what?
Sasuk, which is Kusa spelled backwards.
I thought you said sausage. I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
No, I had a preemie, and I had a Cabbage Patch Kid, and I had a Kusa.
They made premature babies. What is it? Just like not stuffed all the way, or what?
They were just small. They were just babies. Like Cabbage Patch Kids were kids. The preemies were babies.
I think that's a little insensitive.
When I was 12, my mom.
Is that what they call them? Is preemies?
Yeah, preemies.
A little insensitive, don't you think?
My mom went to Hills. Well, it was the 80s. We didn't really care. My mom went to Hills. Yay! And she was looking for one for me, and
were they alive?
In my mind, they were.
The Hills?
Some lady. Did you have hills? You probably didn't have hills, did you?
Did you totally miss my joke?
I did with the Sound of Music. I got you.
It wouldn't kill you to laugh every once in a while.
I'm sorry. Did you have Hills department stores though?
I got 2 heels right here, baby. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 holes. But yeah. Anyway,
I'm
no.
guessing no. Okay. Anyway, some lady that worked there told my
Lil
mom.
Boo Boo judges you.
You made me spit. Some lady that worked there told my mom she had 2 on layaway, so she let my mom buy one of them for me. So Ellie, who's one of my students, who I really love. I love all my students, but Ellie's a lot of fun. Ellie said that all Labubu say is Labubu. So whenever she comes in here, she keeps going Labubu, Labubu.
Are they a cartoon?
That's what they say. Yeah, I guess. So they just say Labubu. That's all they say.
Okay.
What?
I don't understand. How
It's just
how
a thing.
I know, but how? Like, I've made things and they don't catch on. People don't go ape poop when they see them.
Labubu. Yours is cute. I haven't seen him since you opened him.
I know he is cute. Oops.
Aw. So Moe, tell me a story because you were supposed to be doing tonight's call from some campground in New England.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be in Maine. I'm not.
And you're not. You tell a camping story and then I want to talk about trains.
Oh, tell the train story. Listen, our RV broke. Bam, done.
No, come on. You can do better than you're a storyteller for a living, for pity's sake.
Okay.
Our RV broke.
Imagine this. For months, we've been looking forward to going to the Booth Bay Craft Brewery and RV campground.
That sounds amazing.
It's a campground with a brewery and or a brewery with a campground. Matters not.
With the universal sign for Andor.
Yes. So the campground closed. A lot of campgrounds when you get up that far north, they're seasonal. So I knew the campground closed on the 3rd of November, so we were going to go.
That's tomorrow.
Until the 3rd of November. So we were going to leave on the 30th. And so Jen honest, I kid you not, we've been looking forward to this for months. And
I had it on my calendar. That's how excited.
Oh, yeah. Well, Leah told us about it because she had stayed there over the summer. She goes, it was awesome. The food is great.
Lee is Mo's neighbor.
Lee's my neighbor. Won't you be my boo-boo? So the campground closed on the 3rd, and we like, okay, we'll stay till the 3rd, till the campground closes. So just like 2 days before we were leaving, so on Wednesday I had an honor flight. So Tuesday, the day before we left, 2 days before that, Jen's like, let's look at the rest of, like the restaurant and the menu. Like we were gonna pre-order all of it because you have oysters and lobster and all this other stuff.
Jeez.
So go there and look at the website is beautiful. The menu is beautiful. The menu was enticing. All the beers, couldn't wait. They were clever. And then it said, can't wait to see you in April of 2026. I'm like, what do you mean April? We got I'm like, I go to my email, check my reservations. So I'm like, what the hell? So I go to Google Maps. Anyway, long story short, the brewery is closed, but the campground is still open.
That's dumb.
I'm like, so I emailed them. I said, listen, I'm a partner in a brewery. I was only coming up for the brewery, not the campground. I can do that in my driveway, which apparently I am right now. So for whatever reason, the restaurant closes, but the campground should be the limfac,
Stay open another week. Come on.
I know. So anyway, so that was a very expensive, multi-$100 lesson because, the return policy or what do you call it? Cancellation policy was 14 days. I'm like, well, I'm inside that. So anyway, in order to get up to Maine, it was a 14-hour drive. So we were going to stop in Springfield, Massachusetts, on the 30th. So we were going to go there, stay the KOA, get next up, go up the next. So we're like, okay, so we cancel that. It's okay. Well, let's go to the KOA. We called the KOA. We said, hey, can we just stay? We'll do our whole vacation there in Massachusetts. We'll figure it out. Okay. So get that all rerouted, get a slot, blah, blah, blah. It is pouring rain. And so on Wednesday, I did an honor flight and my quads, because I never exercise, my quads were so sore. So now Thursday morning, we packed most of it on the night before, but it is pouring rain, thundering. We're just, it's lightning. So Jen's like, hey, why don't you carry these metal dog crates out? I'm like, okay. Not realizing we just updated our insurance. I'm like,
I
whatever.
was just gonna say,
Anyway,
how big is the life insurance policy?
yeah, it's a flash, right? So anyway, soaking wet. We get there, get everybody loaded up. We cheers, we high five. Like, let's do this thing we've been looking forward to, minus
Yeah.
the booth bay part. So we pull out. We have to go through Lee's backyard. That's not a euphemism; it's our actual backyard. And we go around. We get to the top of the hill, kind of check, and like the wind is howling. It's still thundering. It's still pouring. But I'm soaking wet. We get to the first or like the second stop sign, and this is always a stop sign where the check engine light comes on, and it came on. So the check engine light always comes on, and it's not an innocuous one. We have one of those readers so we can look at the codes and stuff like that. But the valve that continues to fail on this thing actually will deregulate, and it will depower. Like we've been going downhill and we've had to scream up a hill because we knew we were going to lose power. So it's like, we're not going to go 7 hours. I'm not going to. And Jen was finally like, we are pretty persistent people and we will normally power through. But Jen's like, I'm done. I'm like, I got it. Aww. So of course we had no place to turn around. So we drove like another 15 miles so we could just get, and we turned around at the KOA that's like 2 miles from the house. So we turned around in the KOA.
You pull the bed out, take a little nap, eat at the table.
So we came in and I'm just like, it's one of those things where you want to make lemons out of lemonade and all that BS. But I'm just like, I know she was devastated. I was like, this sucks. Not even going to Maine was what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I said, tell you what, I said, I still have my coffee because we made it, a half a block away. I said, can you go inside, make a cup of coffee? Because why would we do it in there? Because we can. So we park our thing back in. I fire up the generator. I get the heater going. I try to get some TV on. She goes and makes coffee, brings it back out, and we sit there and have coffee out of the RV. We're like, okay, we're selling this. So first we need to do this, get the valve fixed. We need to get it winterized, and then we're selling this bad boy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So tell me about your trains.
I'm so sorry, Mo. I know you were really looking forward to that.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, not that we have to have a lesson in everything we do, but because we storytellers, we do.
That's right.
I was really proud of the way that we handled it. It was just kind of like, the Maine thing, and then the Massachusetts thing, and then we're just like, you know what? We can brute force this, but all the fun was already gone, and it was just like there was a lot of stuff, and we have had a productive weekend. In fact, I didn't unpack my suitcase until today because today was when we would have been coming home. So I said I'm living out of my suitcase until Sunday. So I say living out of my suitcase. I left my suitcase packed because I didn't want to unpack it. I've been grabbing clothes from the dresser in the closet. The point is,
the moral of the story is, I'm gonna wrestle a moral out of this thing.
No, but it was like, we tried to, like, we were going to go to a brewery, so we called up our parents and we met the parents at the brewery yesterday. We took a dog because we would have had a dog. We've been able to hang with our friends and things like that. So whatever, we're all weekend we were just like, I want something to happen that will say, this was why we were supposed to stay home. Nothing's happened.
When you texted me the one time and you were like, we're eating the beer brats we were going to eat while we were camping. Oh, like we ate your camping food.
We came home, we made a fire.
There you go.
We built a fire. It was 95 degrees out, but we built a fire. No, I'm just kidding. No, we built a fire, and then we had the food. In fact, tonight we had at lunch we had like a salad, and Jen's like, this is officially the last of our camping food.
There you go.
So anyway. But it was, I was proud of the way we handled it. I was proud that we didn't brute force it. We didn't get all pissy about it. We're just like, okay, we're going home. So
yeah.
All right, tell me about your trains.
So, I've been trying to think of, we've lived here in Maryland for like almost 25 years now. 25 years. Anyway, we've lived here for a while. And, you feel like you kind of have exhausted all the things there are to do within like 3 hours of your home. Like we've been to all the, cities and town. We've been to Gettysburg. We've been to DC multiple times. We've been to
you get around.
Sure. I get around is what I'm saying. So I've been thinking about trying to find something new to do. So I saw some Facebook ad. And the funny thing was the Facebook ad wasn't even for the thing I booked, but it contained the thing I booked. It was for these You can buy these, like, they're called adventure packs, and you buy them for your state, and you can like scratch them off, and it's a QR code, and it's some adventure you can book. So
Cool.
anyway, on that adventure, they showed these rail bikes. And I thought, "Well, that looks really fun." So I didn't buy the packet that was being advertised, but I went online and researched rail bikes. And because one thing that I have definitely learned from you is the value of doing the experience.
Yeah.
And I think I'm definitely getting to the age where I'm like, I really just don't need any more stuff. Now that
Yeah.
doesn't keep me from getting stuff, but I don't need any more stuff. But I would rather invest in it. I would rather invest in
I can't wait to read this transcript.
I would rather invest in an experience
Hmm.
than in purchasing something.
Sure.
So, and the funny thing is, I like surprises. I know my husband could take or leave a surprise, but he knows that I enjoy something being a surprise, so he's a good sport. He's like, I said to him, because I have something else planned this coming weekend. I said, "Well, do you want me to tell you?" And he goes, "It seems to be giving you a great deal of joy to not tell me, so just continue to just."
Oh,
Like,
Matt.
I'm good. He's like, "I trust you. It's gonna be fun." So anyway, we went to Cumberland, Maryland, Western Maryland. It's about 2.5 hours. It's on the panhandle of Maryland. It's out Route 68, which is beautiful too. And what we did for the ticket that I had gotten us is you get on the train in Cumberland and you ride the train 15 miles. It takes about an hour and a half, and
Hmm.
it's scenic, and there's a conductor on there who's telling you things about the trail while you're going, and um, telling you about all the history and all the stuff, and it's decorated for Halloween, and there's a bunch of people, and it's really just very like just kitschy and fun. It was just
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
Then the train took us to Frostburg, and we had like a layover in Frostburg, like a 2-hour layover. So we walked up the hill into Frostburg. We found this restaurant, and we sat and had lunch. And then we had to be back at the station at 3 to do the rail bikes. And the rail bikes are this, steel frame with train wheels on the front and back. So
So it
they,
sits on the trail.
yeah,
Yeah.
they sit on the track. And then two kind of incumbent seats, sort of, and pedals. And then there's a break in between the seats. And that's really all. It's pretty basic, actually. And so they loaded us up. So half of us were going all the way back to Cumberland, which is
Mm.
15 miles. The other half only went 10 miles, and then they pick that group up and bring them back to Frostburg. It was just the way the thing was. So
Yeah.
we were at the back of the group of the first 5 people. And he goes, the first 10 miles is mostly downhill. He said, so you're going to be more brake than pedal. So, and actually, it has a nice momentum. So like most of the time, we were literally just sitting back, resting our feet on the rail and just watching. Like it was
So
so cool.
who is responsible for you not hitting the rail bike in front of you?
We are.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he's basically like, look, if you hit the straightaway and you don't see other bikes ahead of you, you need to kind of like pedal and get moving. But don't hit the person in front of you. So it's
Yeah.
like your responsibility to keep yourself a comfortable distance from the person in front of you.
Cool.
But and you can do it either way. You can rail bike, then train, or you can train and then rail bike.
Okay.
Um, I like the fact that we trained first, because then we heard the conductor tell us about the whole route.
Oh,
So
yeah. The
then there
stuff
were
that you.
things we saw, like there was this cave where it's the most like intact skeleton of a saber-toothed tiger was found. And that saber-toothed tiger skeleton is now in the Smithsonian. And that cave is right there. Now, we wouldn't have known that if we hadn't gone by it on the train.
Right. Right. Right.
When we rode back, we were like, oh, there's the cave he was talking
So
about.
the track that you're rail biking on is the same one that the actual train is on?
Yep.
That sounds dangerous.
Well, the train goes back at like 2:30, and then the rail bikes all go at 3. So I think the train only goes out and back like maybe
So
twice.
there's no like the Acella's not screaming by on this, or
No. Well, and even
you're looking at Matt, you're like, pedal faster.
there's an Amtrak behind us. I told Matt it felt like we were going about the same pace as the train, because the train didn't go like terribly fast.
Yeah.
Um, but it was just really, really cool. It was
Well,
just
and the
cool to
pictures were
be.
gorgeous. I mean, I know it wasn't peak color, but you had great pictures and the
Yeah,
colors you
it
had.
was, and toward the end, the sun came out a little bit, then it really got pretty. It actually started raining, like, literally 2 minutes before we pulled into the station at,
Nice.
Cumberland, so that was kinda
Are
cool.
dogs allowed on that?
I I doubt it. I
Yeah.
doubt it. Oh, we did see a snake. He was in the tracks. We rode
Nope.
over him.
No.
And, I told Matt at one point, I said, I think my favorite quote boo-boo. I think my favorite quote was, "I don't wanna be chased by a bear, but I wouldn't mind seeing one."
I'd like to see a bear, but I have some parameters.
I have some rules. And I made a funny joke on the train that I have to tell you because I thought it was funny.
Okay.
Um, the guy on the train told us about this one particular. Oh, my camera
Wow,
just.
we're just zoom. I don't know who your
I don't
cameraman
know what
is, but
happened. But he said that there was this one house that they lost their barn, or oh, I know, they had to have their barn knocked down in order to make room for the rail to be built.
Mhm.
So they negotiated with the county or whatever, and they had the Amish come in and build them a barn in one day. So they had this red barn. And so I was talking to Matt and I said, "Yeah, so the Amish come along and they're like, 'Here, hold my beard.'" That was funny. So, but anyway,
to
highly,
any of our Amish people watching right now, I apologize for offending
why
you.
are you using electricity? Um we talked about the Amish last time, didn't we, the first time?
It sounds like
So,
something we would
anyway,
do.
I would highly recommend the rail bike.
It's on my bucket list now.
It was so fun, and the guys that all worked for, Tracks and Yaks was the company because they
Mhm.
do, kayaks, and that's where we figured out what the yaks are. They're not like
Oh,
yaks.
I thought people were throwing up.
No.
Okay.
Um,
I
but
mean,
they were all so nice and so helpful, and,
nice.
it was I had my backpack, and he strapped it on the back of my chair, and I said, "Is it safe back here?" He goes, "We haven't lost a backpack yet, ma'am." So and they
Today's
go
the
ahead
day.
to all the, like, railroad crossings and make sure the cars aren't, make sure that the
Yeah.
cars are stopped and everything,
Yeah.
so it was just really, really cool. It was
That's
really
awesome.
fun, so I
Awesome.
I enjoyed it.
Well, I love that. So we'll wrap up here, but I love the fact that I went nowhere and you went somewhere. Um, I think the only thing in common was we had colorful leaves here as well.
Yes.
The difference is we had to blow them and then mulch them and then dump them out
I
because they
just
were.
went, "Wow, look at the pretty leaves." That's pretty
Yeah,
much all
yeah.
I
No, we're like, yeah.
did.
Well, I love it though. I love it. I love it when you can take advantage of what's around you. And I always call it tour your own backyard because
Oh,
there's so
yeah.
much around us. And that's why I love geocaching and that's why I love Atlas Obscura because it
Yep.
takes you to places you might not otherwise even know about or go
Yeah.
to. So
It
I'm
was
glad you
cool.
did that. Yeah, it's on my bucket list now.
Yeah, and I had high hopes for you with Maine, so good on you guys for being good sports about it.
Like I said, we got a lot done.
Good.
Not on my computer because I don't have one, but I do have a new trackpad and both of my holes will be operational
That's
later
all that
this
really
week.
matters. Mo and I are leaving a week from tomorrow for
Yep.
Charleston, South Carolina. We
Yep.
are going to be the MCs and speaking and teaching some workshops at TripCon, which is a big um, convention for tour guides and tour guide companies. So we're very excited about that. Um, I am a little bit unsure if I'm going to be on next Sunday night because I have tickets to a thing that I will tell you all about later. Because again, it's a surprise because apparently I like surprises. Um, but we will definitely do some recording and stuff from
Yeah,
Charleston. We're
for sure.
really excited about this trip. It's gonna be a lot of
All
fun.
right. So next week I'll be on by myself. Yeah.
We'll
Well,
see what I
me
can
and
do. Yeah, we'll see what I can do.
Labubu.
Boo, boo, boo. I
Awesome.
will see what I can do. So,
Yeah, no worries.
all right.
Good
Well,
stuff.
yeah, so thanks, friends.
Yeah.
Don't know if this made it to where it was going, but we did it.
Yeah. There's a little red dot, so it's been recorded. That's all we know.
Yay. All right. Well, until next time, Mo and Katie hit record and see what happens. Um,
Fingers crossed.
that's right.
Have a great week
Have
and
a great
go
week.
tour your own backyard.
Do it.
Yay!
Unless your
And
check engine
Labubu.
light comes on, then go home.
Yeah. I'm literally touring my own backyard. Like literally. All right.
All
19th.
right. Bye, guys.
Bye.